everyone, it's my very first ride on the bike in 2020. I'm out today on the Multistrada 1260S. It's blooming cold outside, but stay tuned and I'll bring you more soon. Still needs a good cleaning and polishing up, but apart from that, it's still in pretty good nick. Well, hi everybody, welcome along to my little website here. It is MotoGoYo.com, and on here I'm going to be bringing you throughout the course of 2020 hopefully a whole range of videos, information on motorbikes, motorbike reviews, all about video creation, some little bits about tech and hopefully some tech reviews too, and also a little bit of information as I glean it and as I try and work with it about live streaming. So hopefully all of that will be coming up here on the channel. Feel free to stay around as I'm riding my bike today, and I'm just going to be having a general chit chat about what's going on in life, and I'll be making this little video about it. So as I say, feel free to stay tuned. By all means, go across to my YouTube channel and do consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. Also, just getting back into biking because I haven't been out on the bike for literally, what, 3 months plus? Maybe even longer than that. It's just been work mainly. And I've been doing quite a bit of stuff in the live streaming space, trying to help other people to get started with varying results, and I'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. And also trying to consider what on earth is happening here on YouTube, what is going on with the numbers of views. You know, okay, so I do not put on the most compelling content, I don't put on the brightest thumbnails, and I don't really do a lot in the way of this kind of whole concept of clickbait type stuff. So I can kind of guess that maybe my content isn't up to scratch, but for what I do and what I've always done, typically I would have got a lot more views on my videos than I'm getting today. And I'm not alone. I've had quite a few people now who've talked to me about exactly the same thing, saying it seems in the last couple of years their views on any of their content have just gradually been eroding away, and to the point now where it's almost like they feel that their videos aren't up on YouTube. Now, I did a bit of research on this yesterday, did a bit of an article on my website www.motogoyo.com where I asked the question, is Google dead for new creators? And so I was just pulling my clutch in there to quiet the engine down for that horse, and I've got this feeling that it may well be. I just think maybe it's the fact that there are now so many creators on YouTube, that there is so much content on YouTube, and even though there are millions and millions of viewers of YouTube watching it, in some cases between, I think, between 18 and 34, the users are binge watching. Over 50% of YouTube viewers are saying that they go back and watch YouTube every day. So it's not exactly a dying format, it's not a dying channel. It represents 37% of the internet traffic worldwide. That's down to the existence of YouTube. So this is still a phenomenal resource. It still has nothing in the way of competition. You know, Facebook has some kind of video content, but it's just not on the same level whatsoever. Vimeo is typically aimed at sort of more professional creators and people who opt to go down the Vimeo paid route are typically in that kind of group of more professional sort of creators, videographers and so on. So YouTube is still by far the biggest player in the business of providing free YouTube content, and in some cases paid for video content as well. And yet it just seems to me to be an odd set of circumstances where, think about it, what they're actually doing in a sense is just, it's a bit like feathering their own nest for today with no thought about tomorrow. So some of the smaller creators, a bit like myself here, been putting videos up on YouTube now since actually it launched, but not on this channel, was this particular channel. It's later, but I have been putting videos up all the way through, and I have seen that myself and other people that I follow and have similar sorts of interests in have either skyrocketed in the direction of thousands of subscribers and views, or gone the opposite direction. There doesn't seem to be that happy middle ground anymore that there used to be, where people could put up content and people would come and watch it. So I don't know what your thoughts are, I don't know why it is, don't know what it's all about really, other than my research sort of tells me that if you have access to one of these influencer type brigade in the world of sort of modern day media, a bit like agents used to be, I suppose, in mainstream media in days gone by, and sort of still just creeping and hanging around, then you do have a success of it if you have the right people who know how to work the search engine algorithms and do all the search engine optimization stuff and give you coverage elsewhere outside of your YouTube channel with people clicking back to it. Then again, you stand a good chance of being successful. It seems to me, however, that unless you have somebody's eye or ear, a kind of inside track into how things work on YouTube, if you will, the ability to influence Google, then it's very likely that as a new upstart on YouTube, or even as a smaller content creator who's been around for some time, you almost just have to settle for the fact that you'll get a very small number of views, you won't really appear anywhere in search, and unless you've got a video that's kind of doing like 50,000 plus on the views already, which how do you get to that when you're not being featured anywhere, you don't stand a chance. So, you know, for people who want to go into this brand new and thinking, well, I could make a career out of this, I could be a celebrity on YouTube, well, there is always the chance, and you should always dream, and you should always have ambition. But equally, with the way things are right now, you probably should always have a bit of a sense check and be prepared for that long, slow climb. So for 2020, I'm hoping to get out there and make some more videos. I'm hoping that I can find enough time to do some more motorcycle testing, some motorcycle reviews, just get out there and test. I'm hoping to get at least, you know, 5 or 6 bikes through the whole year. That's probably going to happen. The trouble with it is it sort of all happens between late spring and sort of the end of summer, so you only have like 3 or 4 months, 5 months maximum to cram that in. So you've got to commit quite a bit of time to do these things. You know, they're not just to do them right. It takes a bit of time. You've got to do all the prep, you've got to line it up with the dealerships, and you've got to get all the camera gear ready, you've got to go out and film it, and then you've got to come back and do all the editing and all that sort of. The editing is not the hardest bit, it's actually all the sort of prep work and all of the lining things up and making sure that you're test riding the right bikes, because they all want to obviously sell bikes, and if they think they've got a sale in hand, then they'll let that bike go out on a test ride. www.motogoyo.com or just motogoyo.com, both of those will get you here to this website, but you've already come, so thank you very much for having a little nosy here. You're very welcome. Over the course of 2020, going to be adding lots more content, lots more videos, a load more articles, hopefully some motorbike test rides, some tech reviews, you name it. I'm trying to cram it all in here. This is the little hub now for MotoGoYo, where I'm going to bring all my bits and pieces. So at the minute there are not that many things here, but as always with all websites, I will grow it as quickly as I can with as much content as I can, and hopefully some of that will be useful to you as well. So thank you very much for checking in, having a look, and hopefully have a look round, and some of it will be good for you. Now drop me a note if you want me to add any content, do any particular test rides of any particular bikes. Please just drop me a little email, either by clicking the link in the website, or just drop me an email at contact@motogoyo.com. That's contact@motogoyo.com, and I'll get back to you. Let me know if you just want to chat, or if you want to talk about motorbikes or whatever, or you want me to test ride a particular motorbike. That's contact@motogoyo.com. So thank you very much for coming and having a look at my little website. Take care, have a look round, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video or at your next visit here. I'm just arriving at the Starbucks coffee spot, the 24-hour Starbucks coffee spot that oh my god, look at the state of this roundabout. Look at some of the potholes here, and we're in the shade here a little bit. It's very cold, so I'm hoping that we haven't got any ice to contend with in the shade. So take it nice and easy, and then we'll head back over the hills and see what it's like on those roads. But again, I'll have to just take it nice and easy because I don't want to do any damage. With the sun being low down as well, you get a lot of cars running right up your arse. Okay, well here we go. Let's park up and go and get a coffee.